What's up, everyone? Today we're going to be taking 10 years of barn fine goodness off of this car. We're going to make it so that we can at least see what the original paint was, and I have been thinking about changing the paint to a green or an orange, and honestly, no matter what, I want to keep this color. It's really grown on me. I like this color a lot, so it's not going to change. We're going to keep it the original color. However, for now, we do need to get this 10 years of not oxidation, it's more just almost like a mold or something, just from sitting underneath trees, and we want to get that nice and cleaned. And over the next week, I also would like to get all of the stuff out of here. We'll clean the entire interior and see if we can't get a new what do you call it, interior kit. That would be great. However, the other big thing is we need to clean the engine bay as well. I am going to be pulling this engine so that we can get it refreshed. We're not going to change it out to a bigger engine. We're going to keep the engine that we have. The plan that I have is to just absolutely budget build, change as little as we can, muscle car, something that anyone should be able to just pull out of someone's yard and get it back, not pristine, but definitely something good looking. First thing we got to do, shop vac as much as we can out of this. Then we're gonna spray it down with a little bit of soap. We're gonna try cleaning it as best we can with maybe, I haven't really decided. I don't want to hurt the paint that's on here, so I have a couple ideas in mind. I might do like a super fine steel wool, something just to knock it off. Not enough to hurt the paint below it. I also got it so that this door doesn't creak anymore. Not creak, but pinch on that forward fender, which in my opinion was very important. We got the hinges working very nice. We probably, when everything's all washed up, we'll put a nice lubricant on that as well. And the other big thing is, you can see where hood pins were an option, and we are going to just go ahead and put hood pins through this, because this latch is really junk, and I'm not going to buy a new one, run a whole new cable. The cable's junk, so we'll just do hood pins. And it's not for style points, it's just because budget. We don't have a big budget on it, and we don't want to blow it. I do know that we have to get all the gaskets and seals for the engine. We got to get it pulled. That's actually why I moved it further back. In my driveway, you can actually see it kind of like funnels through here, and it's very wet through here in days, and you can actually see how much, not really like a water table, but it's just too wet there. I also have these wood planks that will jack up the car, slide it up underneath, and lift it up. And I'm also thinking I want to get a set of wheels that either look like the one we're on the Buick, or wheels that look like that. I haven't 100% decided, but the wheels will be very nice on this. That's kind of my plan. But and that wheel doesn't hold air at all, and I grabbed the spare tire, which the filler's on the other side, so I hooked up to the stem and started filling it up, and I didn't hear anything. Geez, I don't think you can fill that up. I thought it was maybe off the bead, so I lifted it up and I was going to just drop it and try to knock it back on the bead, but yeah, you're not filling that up. So anyways, let's go get the shop vac, start vacuuming out the engine bay, probably get as much of this off as I can, and after that I think it's just a matter of pressure washing. So I would buff it, but I think that will end up doing more harm than good. So I think we're just going to do the old steel wool, and like I said, very fine, like super fine. You don't want to scuff the paint. You just want to be able to knock off, 10 years of schmoo. We'll try that as a last resort though. So anyways, let's get it shop vac, get the compressor or pressure washer set up, and give her the old what for. All right, guys. Oh, and I gotta say, it was a pretty interesting surprise to find an intake manifold and an old Holly in the place of the 2-barrel that was supposed to be here. But that's a bad surprise. It's just it was a surprise. All right. I also, you guys tell me, is this an aftermarket fan, or is that the fan that it came with? 'Cause I don't know. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this thing cleaned up. Of course, if it's not one thing, it's another. Oh, carburetor is not running at all, which is super cool. She looks pretty clean inside, so give me a little bit. We'll see if we can't get this thing sorted out. If it's something real simple, we'll be able to actually get some pressure washing done today. But as it sits right now, we're doing the good old dismantling. So I don't know if it's just fuel sat in it too long or what, but it is what it is, guys. One thing or another. Okay, guys, here it is. Fresh gas and a clean carburetor does a world of good. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing clean. Alright guys, we got the engine bay fairly clean, at least enough to start the process of pulling the engine. Like I said, if we're going to make this a daily driver, we need this thing to be reliable. And there's a lot of unknowns, there's a lot of things that concern me. I have a feeling this has quite a few issues. There's all kinds of fluids that were in the trunk, which to me indicates we're probably going to have an issue. But the good thing, the great thing, the awesome thing that we've accomplished today, get ready for it, guys. Bam! It's a whole new car. Oh man, guys, I was thinking of different colors. Like I was saying, I mentioned a type of orange, I've mentioned a type of green. This is the color. This is the color it was born in, and this is the color that it's going to be. I love it. It's very, very different. At least to me, it's very different. It's still a little bit grimy, but there was so much dirt inside all of the chrome bits. It's probably going to take several washes to really get it clean. And even then, as you can see, right now it's still wet. So probably could do for a good buffing with a buffer wheel you do not care about. It's rough. But it's not terrible, guys. It's really, really not. I promise. This thing is in really, really good shape. And ultimately, I like it. I like it a lot. I like that color. Guys, I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, it's not perfect, but I'd give it a 7. She's really not that bad. I'm very glad that everything worked out this way, because the car that I was looking at initially was very rough. There was rust spots through fenders and stuff, and he was just, we were so far away from each other on price. It's just, I ended up going up in price to match him, but I would have been very unhappy. I would have been pretty annoyed. And guys, this thing is just awesome. What a beautiful, beautiful car. Not only do I think that this is one of the best looking cars of its era, it's an interesting color, guys. Very interesting color. I'll be very happy to drive this around as a daily driver. As soon as we, you know, get the interior nicer, because I don't want to drive around on that. Oh, I almost dropped you guys. But I even was able to clean up the bumper a little bit. So we went from this to this, and I am so very pleased. Like I said, tomorrow we're gonna go ahead and get it up on jack stands, mostly getting ready for the engine pull, but it would be nice to put, you know, proper wheels on it, something so it's nice. I really like the ones that were on here or the ones that were on the opposing side over here. So if I can find a nice set of these, I think I'd be very, very, very pleased with it. It accents the fender wells really, really well. But if I can get ones that look like the wheels on the Buick, I'd also be very happy with those. So it was a messy day. but it was, my coat is soaked right through. It's probably around 39 degrees if I'm lucky. Actually, I'll tell you how cold it is right now. Actually, I would say that's kind of warm, but 46. So I was wrong. It's 46 degrees out. It's nice. It's a nice hot day today. It was a perfect day for for washing up the car. Now we got to do the same thing, but for the interior. But I really need to clean that out a lot better than I have. Oh, that honestly cleaned up better than I was expecting. A lot better. A lot better. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. Tomorrow we're gonna, like I said, start prepping it to have the engine pulled. Maybe Sunday, Monday-ish, we'll have that out, and then we're gonna refreshen that up. Plop her right back where she is. Make sure the transmission is good. I might even bring the transmission down to a guy to make sure it is good. Because I don't do transmission stuff. It's one thing I will never do. And I know never say never, but I'm saying never right now. Keep her shiny side up, everyone. You have yourselves a wonderful day. Until the next time, take care.